Mr. McCoy wants you to put your brains on autopilot to blindly accept that, of course, Ken Taylor had a bad temper. Of course, Julie was breaking up with him. Of course, she landed at LaGuardia. Of course, he killed her and dumped her body in his barn. Of course. Of course. Mr. McCoy doesn't want you to concern yourself with another perfectly reasonable theory, that it was Cecilia Knowles who was jealous of Julie Gorham, who killed her, took her place on the plane, took the sailbag from the boat, and buried her in Mr. Taylor's barn. And Cecilia did this because she was obsessed with my client. She wanted to possess him, control him. Where's the proof? I wanted you to hear what she told her therapist, but Mr. McCoy had those records suppressed.
Objection. Facts not in evidence.
Mr. Garnett, you've made your point. Move on.
Cecilia Knowles set out to frame my client, and it worked. She fooled Mr. McCoy. He's as much a victim of her machinations as my client.
Your Honor.
It's summation, Mr. McCoy. He's allowed to argue his case. Go on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't the first time Mr. McCoy has been fooled by Cecilia Knowles. He doesn't want you to know, but she's done this before.
Objection. Facts not in evidence.
Sustained. Wrap it up, Mr. Garnett.
That's not good enough. Sidebar, Your Honor.
Denied. Mr. Garnett?
He's bringing up facts not adduced at trial. I want, Your Honor, to instruct the jury to...
Sit down, Mr. McCoy.
Your Honor made rulings. The people relied on them. I want his summation stricken from the record.
I'll do no such thing.
Your Honor, you're leaving us with no remedy. If you won't uphold your own rulings...
Be quiet, Mr. McCoy. Now sit down.
So, even if you don't believe Cecilia Knowles killed her own sister, you must admit it's possible she did. And that's reasonable doubt.
Cecilia Knowles isn't here today because, as you know, she's in a coma. You haven't been told why she's in a coma. Mr. Garnett alluded to the reason. I'm going to tell you why.
Objection.
She did it in a desperate, crazed attempt
Sustained.
to call attention to the fact that Mr. Taylor had gotten away with the murder of her sister.
I said sustained, Mr. McCoy.
She was so convinced of his guilt, she was ready to put herself in jeopardy to see this vicious killer brought to trial.
Mr. McCoy.
While she lies in a hospital bed, this court has seen fit to allow the defense to speculate about her state of mind.
That's enough.
And hold her up as a patsy for Mr. Taylor. And since this court doesn't have the guts to protect the rights of the weak and voiceless,
You're in contempt, Mr. McCoy.
it's for the jury to see justice done. And justice, in this case, is holding Ken Taylor, and only Ken Taylor, responsible for the death of Julie Gorham.
That's it. I am declaring an immediate mistrial.
Oh, Your Honor.
Sit down, Mr. Garnett. You opened the door for this. Ladies and gentlemen, you are dismissed. With my apologies on behalf of counsel. We're adjourned.
Doesn't the Bible tell us not to kill, Mrs. Coleman?
I am already suffering for what I did.
So now you know what you did was wrong?
Yes.
Did you know it was wrong when you woke up that morning?
Yes.
Did you know it was wrong when you ate your cereal?
Yes.
He's badgering, Your Honor.
Sit down and shut up, Mr. Feynman.
Overruled. And you will address the court from now on, Mr. McCoy.
Let me ask you this, Mrs. Coleman. Is God happy about what you did?
He has my Rachel. That's what he wanted. That's what Father Garner said.
He wanted it?
I see. Mr. Feynman is right. This was all God's will, after all. I'd say that was pretty selfish of him, wouldn't you?
No.
Why not? The God you describe sounds like he's sitting around heaven. He gets bored. So he arranges for you to kill your child.
No. God is not like that. God is good and benevolent.
Benevolent. He makes you murder your 8-month-old daughter.
That was me.
They're all full of it. I didn't call anybody.
You know what? We can pull your phone records. We can prove you made those calls, Stewart.
Even if he did make a few crank calls.
Crank calls, he made threats, Mr. Barkley.
According to you. But I guarantee it was Harrigan who put him up to it. He and his father, they're all alike with their Irish temper. They lose control, and the next thing you know, you have a murder.
Harrigan did it because he's a Mick? Detective Logan is a Mick. I'm a Mick, sir. And if you don't shut up, I'll lose control and throw you out of the room. Take that cap off. Your tough guy act is not going to save you. Our witness put you in the park with Colin and the gun a half an hour before Mr. Prescott was shot.
You knew your guns were being sold unlawfully to criminals.
We have no control over that. If a liquor store sells beer to an adult who turns around and sells it to a minor, is the brewer responsible?
He is, if he makes bubblegum flavored beer. This is the slide bolt for a Rolf 9. The part that's being modified for automatic fire. This is where the design flaw is, isn't it?
The design is not flawed. The gun is simply vulnerable to tampering, like all firearms.
If it's vulnerable, why didn't you correct it?
Suppose we did. We shut down production, we redesign the gun, we retool the factory. 6 months from now, some other bright kid finds another way to tamper with the gun. Do we change the design again just to keep pace with the criminal mind?
But the real problem is sales, isn't it?
No, the real problem is no one's enforcing the laws.
The laws. Mr. Weber, didn't you contribute to a special interest group that lobbied Congress to pass the so-called gun owners' rights bill that weakened gun control laws?
We have a right to participate in the political process.
You not only armed Dennis Trope, you undermined the very laws that were supposed to protect us from them, didn't you?
No. No, that's not true. Look, none of this is our fault.
No more questions.
Ms. Scott? Ms. Scott, I'm Jack McCoy, the district attorney. We need you to talk to us.
I know you know what a subpoena is.
Just how far up your ass is your head? A member of your union is threatening to shoot up a school.
Really? I find it hard to believe any teacher could be pushed over the edge. What do you think did it, Mr. McCoy? Is it being micromanaged by the Department of Education, or having all of the responsibility and none of the authority? Or is it having to dig into their own pockets to pay for classroom supplies? Or maybe it's being abused and assaulted daily by students and their parents.
You get no argument from me there. But if your obstruction allows a massacre to happen, I will crucify you, Mr. Kralik. I will charge you with negligent homicide, and after I convict you, I'll resign my job and represent the families of the victims in a wrongful death suit against you and the union. By the time I'm done, you'll be finished. So my advice to you is get out of my way! Now, Miss Scott, please, I beg you.
Doctor, we heard testimony that you guaranteed Hudson Medical Center you'd have a heart-lung block for them to transplant.
They misunderstood.
And now you're working at Hudson. You'd been wanting to leave Woodward for some time, isn't that true?
Yes, their insurance company is forcing them to stop doing heart transplants.
You'd applied to other hospitals?
Yes?
And you'd been turned down because of your salary demands, correct?
I really couldn't say.
Your monthly financial obligations are substantial. Alimony, child support for 2 kids, payments on a condo in the city, a home in Sands Point, 2 luxury cars.
Yes. Yes.
You need that big paycheck, don't you? And Hudson Medical Center was the only hospital willing to meet your price.
Yes.
If you delivered a heart-lung block to them that night.
No, that is ridiculous. They hired me because of my qualifications.
Doctor, we've heard testimony from several neurologists that Nancy O'Neill would have survived her injuries.
Well, they're wrong. The fact is she did not survive. She failed the apnea test. She was dead.
Brain dead.
Yes.
You're absolutely sure?
According to the medical standards that we live by, yes, there is no question that she was dead.
People 79. An itemized bill for Nancy O'Neill's stay at Woodward Hospital. It includes all charges incurred during the organ harvest. Doctor, there's an item highlighted. Please tell us what it says.
It's a morphine drip.
What's it used for?
It's a painkiller.
You were giving Nancy O'Neill a painkiller while you were harvesting her organs?
No. This is a mistake. It's not on her hospital chart.
You're right. It isn't. But we checked with the hospital dispensary. People's 80. According to their records, you signed out a morphine drip 10 minutes before Nancy O'Neill was wheeled into the OR. Isn't that what this says?
Yes.
Why would a person you were absolutely sure was brain dead need a painkiller?
She wouldn't. She didn't.
Because if she were as dead as this piece of wood, she wouldn't feel any pain. Isn't that right?
She was dead.
She was alive. For all your godlike pronouncements, you knew that, didn't you?
Objection!
That's why you had to pump her full of morphine, so she wouldn't bolt upright screaming in the operating room while you cut her heart out.
Mr. McCoy.